Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lemekh with Live Sports TV back at it again. Chill. Had to put a little bit extra on this one. You know how it is, right? Living life, right? Living life, having fun. But we had a World Cup. We got another World Cup. It snuck up on us, right? Some of us snuck up on some of us. A lot of you guys on this channel probably don't know, frankly, how awesome I am. Yeah, I played soccer. I know about the game of soccer as well. Football, right? Played it basically all my life. Played it in the Marine Corps, overseas against high level overseas competition, right? But enough about that. We're here to talk about the World Cup performance from U.S., their first match of this 26 World Cup, right? Man, I tell you what, and I was saying this to my lady before the match. Like, I was saying that this is the best U.S. squad that I've ever seen, right? And honestly, I don't think it's close. I think this squad, now that doesn't mean they're gonna have more success than any other World Cup squad or anything like that. I just mean, from my eye, talent wise, this is the most talented U.S. squad I've ever seen. Okay. Now, that being said, you got to play the game on the field, right? You got to play the game on the field. So all that stuff doesn't matter. Let's talk about what we saw, right? Or what I saw. And you guys let me know in the comments if you disagree or agree, or, you know, if I maybe shed light on something that you maybe didn't think about. Type it in the comments, right? Let me know. Also, bang off on that like button one time. Now, here's what I saw. My biggest takeaway for the U.S. yesterday. I thought the press was phenomenal. I thought that press was very, very good. Almost like a PSG level press. Paraguay, they could get maybe one or two touches on the ball and they were clearing it, right? They were clearing lines early. They weren't even trying to build up, right? They weren't trying to build out at all. I really like what I saw from the U.S. defensively. And, you know, the defense for U.S. catches a lot of flack, right? A lot of flack, and a lot of that flack is warranted. You know, it is. A lot of that flack is warranted. But here's the thing. There are a lot of teams, there are a lot of great defensive teams who don't have great defenders, right? Am I going to put the U.S. in that category? No, I think we have some good defenders. Richards might have been the best player on the field yesterday, right? If you're just watching the game, Richards maybe, you can make an argument that he was the best he was the best player on that field yesterday. Christian Pulisic played excellent first half game, right? Not sure what happened, what he felt, but he gave us a half, and that's what you want, right? If he can play like that throughout this tournament, we're gonna be just fine. So yeah, you know, I really feel like we have the defenders, but maybe not across the board. And sometimes I think those guys get switched off. It only happened once in this game, right? They only switched off once, which is an improvement. So we'll take it. But back to what I was saying about that press, you got to help out your defense. You got to help those guys out. You got to help out your back four, your back three, or your midfielders. You got to help those guys out by pressing, right? By pressing. You force the other team to give the ball away, right? You must do that. So, and as far as the U.S., we got to do that. You know, as talented as we are, we're not gonna be more talented than Spain. We're not gonna be more talented than France, right? We're not going to be more talented than England. We're not, right? But we can press anybody, right? You just got to do it. You just got to do it. Now, a couple times you might be made to look silly against a few of these teams. But for now, let's stay for now. These teams in our group, this is how you beat them. Right? You force them into mistakes. And not for nothing, that goal by Rania, the Rania kid, very important goal. Very important goal. I think it's huge to get a 3-score decision in that first game. It's huge. It basically almost eliminates Paraguay, right? Almost. They're going to need something special, right? They're going to have to turn it around very quickly. They got to win a couple games. Let's say that. Paraguay is going to have to win a couple games. Just for me sitting here. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see. But it puts the U.S. in very good position. Some of the shit that I saw on the field I didn't necessarily like. Some of the things I saw I didn't necessarily like. I didn't think McKenzie had a good game. Right? I've seen him play a lot better. He's a good player. I think McKenzie's a very good player, but I wasn't impressed by his performance yesterday. I thought he left a couple goals. One obvious one, but I thought he had a couple more chances, right? Didn't like his decisions out there, right? I know it's nitpicky. We got a 3-score. We won by 3 goals, right? We won by 3 goals, so you got to nitpick. But I told you I'm a coach, so that's what I'm gonna do, right? In a game like this, you got to nitpick. Why? Because you got to keep those guys focused, right? You cannot let your guard down. You let your guard down, you lose against a team that you lose against Australia, right? Who's not a pushover. You're going to have to go out there and perform. You're going to have to go out there and perform. But I'd be remiss if I didn't say this, man. Referees, we got a lot of calls. Guys. Especially in that second half, you could tell our guys were getting tired. They were falling on the ball pretty much every time, and the referee was pretty much obliging them. We cannot expect that. Okay, we can't expect that. I get it. First game, we got a lot of calls in that first game, right? Happy fans going home happy, fans watching the game happy. I get it. We cannot expect to get those calls throughout this tournament. Can't expect to get them. I think we will get some calls, though. Right? I think we will receive some calls. I think we will, the longer the tournament goes, of course, it increases the chances of my prediction coming true, right? But I think we will get some calls, some calls in the box, some favorable home calls. I think we will in this tournament. But the danger is playing to that. You can't play to it. Right? I think playing to that is why Cole Palmer is sitting home watching these games. Right? You have to you can't always rely on calls. Right? You can't always do it. I get it. It's skullduggery. It's fine. But not 100%. Sometimes you got to actually hold your position, play strong, and play through the contact. Right? Especially late game. But excellent performance, man. I was a little worried when I saw Pochettino come out in the 4-2-3-1. I was a little worried at first, but hey, I guess there's no need to worry, right? I guess there's no need to worry. I'm really impressed by what the guys showed out there on the pitch last night. So, looking forward to this next one. Yes, we will be providing commentary throughout this World Cup. Let's get the numbers up. Let's get the numbers up, guys. I will, you know, I'll do this as long as it's fun to do. I can't make any promises, man. You know, we're doing a lot. It's a lot going on. I advise all you guys to, you know, I'll say it this way. Um, you want to make sure you're ready for whatever comes down the pike, right? I'm trying to stay away from using certain preparatory words, quote unquote, right? But you want to just make sure you guys are all set, safe, secure, water, food, you know, security type things. Let's do that, right? But in the midst of all that, we can enjoy these matches as well, right? So I'm looking forward to the Brazil match later today. Huge matchup. I believe they're playing Morocco, which is that's like it's not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy, but I hope it is. Hope it is. Really pulling for Samba to pull it out, even though we're not seeing much of that these days. But hey, I will be here. This is Coach K. Oh, my bad. Give you my coach name. This is yeah, you know what this is. Lemekh, Slide Sports TV. Peace.